Okay, so this is a division problem that we're going to be solving, and so this is the question that we're going to be solving. Mrs. Wetter and Mrs. Stafford were sorting blow pops into 8 bags for the Ashley Snack Shack. They had 691 blow pops to sort equally into 8 bags. The remaining blow pops would be shared equally between Miss Wetter and Mrs. Stafford. How many blow pops will Miss Stafford get? Okay, now we're going to underline some important things first. We're going to underline the question because that's really important, and that's going to start with how many blow pops will Miss Stafford get, and that's really important because that's the question that's going to be stating what you need to do. Okay, now we're going to underline some important information, and what's important is we're going to underline 691 blow pops to sort. And we want to circle equally because that's really, really important. Else we could just give like 100 to one person and 2 to the other. And now we're going to underline into 8 bags because that's what you're going to be dividing it by. Okay, and now we're going to underline remaining blow pops would be shared equally between Miss Wetter and Mrs. Stafford. And so we're going to underline that. Okay, so now we're going to start solving with the big 7 just to find out what the answer is. And that's the big 7 right there. Okay, so what the big 7 is?
It is 691 divided by 8.
So we're going to put the 691 right here because that's the number that you're going to be splitting up into. Is they're always going to go into the middle, and then the 8 is going on the outside because it's 8 bags.
So our first problem we're going to do is 8 times 50, which equals 400. And we're just going to put the 400 on the 50.
And why we're doing multiplication problems is because these are going to help you. The answers from these problems are going to be what you're going to subtract from the number that you're going to take
691.
apart. So we're going to put the 50 up here because that is what we divided it by. And normally if the question would be how many in each bag, you would have to circle all of those. But that's not the real question. But this is going to help us find out the remainder. Okay, so now we're going to subtract 400.
So after you subtract 400, that is going to equal 291. So the second problem we're going to do is 8 times 20, which equals 160. And after, we're going to put that under the 291.
And we're going to put 20 on the side again.
Which that should equal 131.
I know this is kind of sloppy, but you still get the idea.
Then after you do 131, you're going to do 8 times 15, which equals 120. And we're just going to put the 15 on the side again. Okay, so then we're going to subtract 120. And that should equal 11.
And now we're going to do 8 times 1.
Which equals 8. And we're going to put the 1 on the side.
And we're going to subtract 8, which equals 3. But since we need 8 to make a group, now that's going to be our remainder.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the remainder, which is 3.
Because normally so this is what the question says. How many blow pops will Miss Stafford get? And what's telling you this information is the remaining blow pops will be shared equally between Miss Wetter and Miss Stafford.
And let's just circle equally over there too.
Yeah. So since we know that there's 2 people, we're going to divide 3 by 2, which you can't do. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 remainder 1. And there's going to be 1 that they could just throw away.
Or they could
give it away.
Or give it to another
They could give it away.
But to be fair, I would throw it away.
Okay, so now we know that the answer is Miss Stafford will get 1 blow pop after she divides them all up into bags. That's really all it is.
So thank you for watching. Bye.